Hello, making this video about Bluehost. Bluehost hosting company. This video is going to be a little different. Normally, um, I'd like to do research before I talk about a topic, but this Bluehost, I've actually been dealing with them since 2011, so close to 10 years. This is actually the first year that I have not used them. But I do have quite a bit of experience, so this video is clearly a subjective opinion based video. Um, but I will share my 100% thoughts and my point of view as far as um, over 10 years how what uh, what what kind of experience I went through with them. You can see over here I have three domains here. This is my the only existing domain out of those three that are currently active. Those two are no longer active, and as a business owner, you will find out that business is kind of like a journey. You're gonna have this plan, and not always the plan goes according to your plan, and it's up to you as a business owner to adapt and adjust. And so that's just a little golden nugget for aspiring entrepreneurs. So yeah, so like I said, Bluehost is they're really cool for somebody that's starting. You don't necessarily have to be uh, advanced. They do have a very good customer service. The customer service here, you just go and you're able to chat with tech support. So if you're having issues with your database, or your website is has some weird errors, or it's not doing what it's supposed to do, the tech support is really cool. They can really help you. You could talk to an actual human being that you could potentially get the solution to your problem, which is not always the case. And if that is the case, you can create a ticket, and they will definitely assist you if it's database related issue. Now, as far as the actual plans, that's really what's really cool about Bluehost, is that their plans is very affordable. So they realize that a lot of people that are starting out in business, it's really not like a guaranteed thing that your plan is gonna it's gonna it's gonna execute 100%. A lot of times you may fail, you may adjust, you may have to rehash your plan. So they offer really affordable, a very very affordable rate for anybody that wants to start a real business and launch a website. And their hosting plan is really awesome. It's inclusive of pretty much everything you're gonna need to get your business going online. You can get domains, you can get different hosting plans, which I will go into very briefly. They have a web builder app. They have professional services. If you get stuck with a serious issue, you can hire somebody to actually assist you if it's beyond the scope of their duty. Um, you can see that there's the hosting over here says shared hosting, $295 per month. That's really cheap. You know, you do get a year free domain, which is awesome. You get a SSL certificate, which is really great. That's the HTTPS right here. It's just a security protocol for your domain. It secures your domain. So it's it's a really great feature for a website to have. It's got a one-click install for for WordPress, so you don't have to do any downloads or anything like that. You just literally click a button and it automatically populates um, into a website for you. So via their website builder function. Now, the hosting, the shared is really the most common one. That's what everybody uses. It sort of functions like the way that the internet works, where you can get cable or you can get like a hard T1 line, where if you get cable, you're sharing the bandwidth between your neighborhood, so it could be maybe slower during certain times because everybody's online. But for this price and just for being, you know, newer in business, it's really reasonable. But for those that are really advanced, or your business is on the next level where you need a dedicated server, where you need that speed is extremely important. They do have plans for that too, which is awesome. Unfortunately, I did not even know about this until years later. When I'm using their services, that they had this plan, because speed was a big deal for my line of business for websites, because you want your business what online presence to be top notch, and one of them is you need your website, your page speed to be very high. And using this shared hosting, that's like the only real dishonest disadvantage I will say about Bluehost is if you're using the shared. Yeah, it's cheap, $2.95 a month, but the problem is that because you're sharing it, yeah, it's fast like 80% of the time, like 90% of the time, but certain times it's slow, and that can affect your website ranking. But it's really not a big deal for somebody starting. But for somebody like a established business, like a Walmart, or somebody like that's like a formidable competition, you need a dedicated hosting. They offer that too, and they even have VPS hosting, which is um, even more private and more dedicated for like virtual servers, virtual for users that require virtual servers. Um, the plans here are just the more storage capacity you need, um, it's the only price difference. But for the most part, it's got all the important things that you're gonna need, like the control panel. You get the IP address. You get the bandwidth capacity. The bandwidth is very important, like I said, with speed. So if you're like a major business with a lot of content, you know, the terabyte, that's a big deal. But for you guys, for the ones that would watch this video, I don't think you're gonna be on that level anyway. So for the most part, Bluehost can accommodate all of your business needs. You could create, it even offers free emails, so you could create your own original company email at your company domain address instead of, at Gmail or some other um, email account that's not linked to your actual domain. So for a real professional email, you want to create your own email, and Bluehost offers you that option. Um, Once maybe I could show you guys that too. Um, like I said, overall, Bluehost is really cool for anybody that needs a website or anything to do with online presence like email. Um, I would recommend Bluehost. They're good. They're really good for somebody that's starting, or I would say you've been in business for like less than 10 years. I will highly recommend. It's good for you. But for somebody that's been in business 10 years and beyond, and you have like a heavy duty website, and you have like a legitimate